Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for all your previous likes, comments and subscriptions. If you haven't already, why not click on that subscribe and ring to the bell so you can get notifications of whenever I'm dropping videos on the channel, which is daily. And now to the topic of this video, which is active skills. So it's a topic that I've been asked to cover quite a few times by viewers in their comments. So this video is going to cover the two different types of active skills. So first we're going to look at hero active skills. So there are 3 S1 heroes in the game who have a 7th skill, which is what is called an active skill. They are Lionheart, Iron Hand, and then another chap, the Archer's S1 hero, the Pacer. So they all have these 7 skills, which, as you can see, it says type and then it will say active besides it. So these are the 3 icons you want to look out for. And basically what these skills are going to do is they will work passively in the background all of the time, working at a much lower percent. So when not active, 30% effect is in use during combat. If you activate these skills, then after using the skill, Hero's Formation has 100% bonus marching speed, 100% bonus might. So whether it's cavalry for Lionheart, footmen for Iron Hand, or archers for the Pacer. And this bonus will last for 20 minutes and then it has a 15-hour cooldown. So you can squeeze in using it twice over a 24-hour period. Why are these heroes worth collecting? Why is this active skill so useful? Well, there's multiple scenarios where this could be helpful to you, where you need a boost. If you're in a Reign of Chaos war, seasons 1 to 3, you are running out of time in a war, you're up against some tough opponents who are reinforcing buildings or tiles, and you're attacking from quite far away. If you activate this skill, you're going to increase the marching speed for all 3 troop types potentially, and giving an extra 100% bonus might is, you know, in the earlier seasons, you're looking at your might being around what, maximum of probably 400%. So you're adding a 25% boost to that might with this skill, which could make the difference. The other thing that you want to consider is that later in the game, when you're playing on Eden maps, so that's from S4 onwards, in Eden you can't speed up your troops' marching speed, and this would be the only way to guarantee increasing that marching speed by activating this skill. So if you're trying to have a tile battle and you're finding that you're losing because you're a little bit further away than your opponent, and bearing in mind in Eden, distance is a really key factor as well, because once you're over 70 kilometers away, then your will starts to get reduced, which means that your troops will do less damage. That is going to have a key impact. So having these S1 heroes can be a really big help to you. Now, how can you actually access these skills to use them? Well, first off, you can go to the hero menu, the Castle Legion menu, and if you have an S1 hero with these skills active, so if you see I do have Iron Hand and Lionheart, so if you click on the Legion, you'll see that the green icon for the skill shows up in the top left hand corner here. You can click on it and then it will take you to the active skill menu. The active skill menu will let you switch between all 4 legions, and you can then choose to use the skill if you want to. You can see that I've actually used some of the gear skills. They're in cooldown because I've done videos to show you what's happening with those. The other thing you can do to activate it, so if we just send a legion off to take this rebel camp, for instance, so we'll send Lionheart's legion, so off they go. If you click on the legion, you can see on the right hand side we have this skills icon. You can click on the skill and then it will take you to the corresponding legion straight away if we want to. So currently that marching speed is 41 seconds. We can click on the skill. That's activated now. And next time we go to use attack a target, then the skill will be active. It will reduce the marching time. So and that will add 100 to your marching speed. Now, the cooldown for the skill starts working immediately. So then, and you've got 20 minutes for it being effective where you can benefit from that extra might and extra speed. And that is basically how the hero's active skills work. There are also the gear active skills. So we have 3 different active skills, which are one for each basic gear type. So for cavalries, footmen and archers. So first off is Crush. This is the cavalry related skill. You can read about it in the craft section at the blacksmith. If you click craft steel cavalry, you'll see at the top here that it says 6-piece unlock active skill. So if you have the same level of grade of gear, whether it's orange or gold, then you'll unlock this skill. So if we click on the information icon here, you can see down here, bonus requires 6 blue or higher pieces equipped. It's actually, it needs to be orange for the Crush skill. So unlock active skill Crush, and damage ratio plus 30% and plus 60%. So if we go to read the actual skill description, which you can do by clicking on this warning sign exclamation, Crush, effective on the next siege. When all squads of cavalry each turn, a random row of cavalries attack an extra time. This attack will also deal basic attack damage to all 3 rows of enemies. So it will deal 60% basic attack damage to all 3 rows of the enemy. You're getting 3 extra hits per row with this skill. Per turn of the battle with this skill. For me, I think it's actually the best of the active gear skills. It is potentially doing the most it is doing the most damage, and we're going to just have a quick look at a video for it now. So I did some test battles earlier today so that I could show you these reports. So first I just used my main and I attacked Pond Solo, and I activated the skill in my class Legion. So we're just going to get straight into this battle now, and you'll see, let's just speed up through the pre-round. Yeah, let's speed up through this. Just all the prep skills activating at the moment. So here we go. This is the first row is disarmed. Now that's the first hit, and then these are the bonus hits. As you can see, 3 extra basic attack hits by that row. And the very first hit, the full strength hit, did about 3,500 damage, and then you saw the other 3 hits did slightly less damage. And that is the Crush skill in effect. It's giving those 3 extra hits per round. So now we're into round 2, and you can see again these extra hits coming along, and they've done about 8,500 kills. So across 8 rounds of the battle against archers, this is just against an archer's legion at least. Obviously the amount of kills will vary because there's so many different variables in a battle, but the actual implementation is that you're just getting those extra hits each time. So we'll just see one more lot of it happening. So here we go, those 3 extra hits doing more damage, and that is Crush. So it's pretty good. The thing you've got to think about with these gear active skills is that they can only be used once every 22 hours. They have a 22-hour cooldown, as you can see in the description on the screen, and that can be basically, you're going to be able to use them once a day, and these skills are kind of for those moments where again you're in a key maybe you're in a throne battle on a Friday night and you're struggling against an opponent and you need a bit of, just a bit of extra oomph to beat them. That is when you would use one of these, you would use Crush. Maybe you're trying to beat a reinforced tile in a Reign of Chaos battle again, or a reinforced building, maybe use Crush then. Or you're attacking someone during KE, and again you're wanting to do as much damage to them as possible. That's when these kind of active skills are going to be most efficient. So let's have a look now at the next skill, which is Piercing Shot for archers. And if we go into the craft again, now this one I think there's been a bit of there's something lost in translation here. So on here it says again, effective on the next siege. When all squads are archers, increase troop might. Basic attacks have a chance to attack the enemy mid and back row. And then if we click on the information, you can see it says plus 60%, plus 100%. So that's the extra might it will give to the to that row, to the damage. Now, when we go to the actual description, so you can click into the skill menu, and then you click on the icon for the information that you see on the screen. So on the next, this is what it says on piercing shot in the menu option. On the next single player siege, if the formation is comprised of only archers, normal attacks by back row archers will also deal 100% damage to the 2 other rows. So that is a completely different description, and I think something has got lost in translation here with the devs when they've translated this. Because if we actually watch this, again, I've done a video for you guys to watch quickly, so we'll just bring that up. And in this video, you do not see the skill working in that way in this battle. So it'll work. So here the archers up the top here, the piercing shot skill is active in this battle. Now usually troops basic attacks would target the front row, but what you're going to see is that, as described in the description in the blacksmith, these attacks are actually the basic attacks are targeting not just the front row but the middle and the back row, which makes more sense as opposed. So there we go. So that first front row attacked the back row and it did 5,200 kills. These archers actually get obliterated by the cavalry in this, and there we go again. Middle row hit, 6,000 kills. Unfortunately, the back row dodges that basic attack, but the archers. So in those 3 hits on the first turn, they targeted the back row twice and the middle row once. They didn't actually target the front row at all. There you go. Then they get targeted, but I think basically what this skill does is that if it does target the middle or back row, you'll get the bonus might. And the benefits of targeting the middle and back row, well, quite often your back row and middle row are basically more open to being attacked. They're weaker. So if you can attack them more, in theory, you could actually get them to collapse quicker. So I think that's where the benefit is supposed to be with this active skill. If it is only the back giving extra might to the back row, because when the back row is targeting the opponent, you see the middle and back rows of the opponent do not lose any damage, as is described in that description. So this is where the confusion comes in, and where we probably need it clarified a bit more, where exactly the extra might is occurring. But I think it's just from the hits, full stop. And as you can see, it is attacking. They're not just attacking the front row, they are attacking the middle and back row. So I'm going to speed that up now, and we'll move on to the next skill. For me, Crush is the best. It's the most effective in my mind. Because unless I think, I'd be interested to know if all 3 rows of a squad were disarmed, then would that skill work at all? I don't know. I haven't actually, because again, you can only activate these skills once a day, so it's hard. So let's have a look at the 3rd gear skill, which is Unyielding. And this is going to, on the next siege, heal a random footman fighter row every turn. Healing effectiveness is set on quality. So this will heal 60% and 100%. Now that's not 100%. If you have a gold set, it's not going to heal every single troop that is injured on that row. What it will do is, if you look at the hero descriptions, like for instance, Lawman's skill will heal 96.7%, I think, and Soaring Hawk's heals 33.3%, something like that. So that's never actually a percentage of the troops that have been injured. It's actually just a base figure. So this is going to heal, if you have gold, a full set of gold set, it's going to heal 3,433 troops every turn, and if you have just orange, it will heal around 2,000 troops. So you can use this if you're needing to be ultra defensive, for instance. you know, you're looking for a legion that you've got a combination that you is really defensive and isn't going to die potentially, you could use this on a siege, like with your footmen. So if we have a look now at the battle report for the footmen, so I have used Bleeding Steed and Scander, who both have healing elements in their skills as well. So we need to just kind of fast forward through to the end of the turn, because the healing happens. The healing happens at the end of the turn with the Unyielding skill. You're going to see other healing in between, like that 1,133 is Bleeding Steed skill. The 3,223 was Scander's skill. Let's get these. So the archers are going, and you see that 3,433 at the back row. That was the Unyielding skill healing a row. The 1,133 at the front, that was Bleeding Steed's healing skill activating. So you're getting a lot of healing here with this combination. And that's basically all this skill does. So at the end of each turn, it just heal 3,433 troops basically. Yeah, it's okay. Like, you're only going to get a maximum of about, if a battle lasts 8 rounds, you're going to get 27,500 troops healed. There was that, it activated again there. So it's not, again, I don't think it's a great skill. It could make a difference, but there it was activating again at the end of turn 4. I think this battle only lasted 5 turns. Yeah. So those are the 3 different gear skills in effect. Again, so you can activate them either by going into the troop menu and then clicking on the icon and selecting it. You'll know that it's available if you see that it's like this and it has the use word underneath it. You'll be able to activate it. If you have previously used it and it's in cooldown, it will show like this. So it goes completely dark, and then as it recharges, you'll see the image reappear and it tells you the cooldown time. So yeah, that's everything on active skills, guys. I hope I've been as clear as I can be. As I say, with that piercing shot archer's skill description and actually seeing it in use, it definitely doesn't give additional attacks, as it says in that description, which you can find here. You can still obviously click on the skills icon when troops are marching towards a target as well. Yeah, I mean, I just think with the S1 heroes, that is why if you're like in earlier stages of the game and you pick up Pacer, Lionheart or Iron Hand and you only have 1 duplicate of them, do stick with them, do hold on to them. It's highly likely you'll end up with duplicates for them in the future with other recruitment events that you're doing later in the game. Or you could get them in rewards, and they will have a use even when you get to Eden, guys. So that would be my advice. With the skill, with the gear skills, I think, yeah, Crush is very good, and it can be effective, but you know, you're getting you could potentially get around 50,000 extra kills using that skill, and it could make the difference. I think the other 2, they're not great. It might help you, it might not. You can only use it once a day. So there you go. But you do need to have at least a full orange set of gear to be able to use them. And that's everything on active skills, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do click on the like. And if you have any comments about the skills, maybe your own experiences of using them, I'd be interested to hear from you. So please do put your comments down below. And if you could please share my channel on your Alliance chat, Province chat, through Line, WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever you use to communicate with your fellow players in the game, that would be absolutely brilliant. And if you haven't clicked on that subscribe and rung the bell, why not do that and then get notifications of my videos every single day? That would be absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.